I'm here in downtown Los Angeles. A protest is taking place called ICE out of LA. It's been a while. I hope you guys are doing well. I don't think I'm going to stay live for too long, but it felt like just the right thing to do. But yeah, I hope everybody's doing well. There was like an hour of speeches which were, I would describe as stopping the flow of like what people wanted to do, which was express themselves. So I saved a lot of my more sardonic comments for Blue Sky. You guys can always check me out over there. It's just Eric LeVay. But yeah. The thing is like people come to these, especially like right now, they come to express themselves. They don't come to hear a speech by a candidate for insurance commissioner, which is literally what was happening. He was just yelling "fuck ICE" from the window. It's great. It's a great city. It is. It's a little hard for me to see the screen because it's really sunny out. So sorry about that if I don't respond to every message. Pretty good weather today. That rain is finally gone.
Yeah, fuck Donald Trump. I like white folks, but I don't like you. All the niggas in the hood wanna fuck you. So combination it is how we got fun. I'm a rally out there, you know what's up. Home of the rally king, I don't give a fuck. We at school, take it from your right, bro.
Adam Carmona said Nuremberg rallies always end in Nuremberg trials. I agree with that, Adam. Let's just hope this isn't the rally, you know what I mean? let's hope it's the other side of that. It's been a crazy couple lifetimes, or a couple weeks. I have friends, traveling to like Minneapolis and other places to cover these protests. I just can't do that right now. It's just not possible with my schedule. So, but there's always plenty going on out here in LA. So they started the protest, and then like I've seen this happen before, where like it kind of like can become this ego fest where everybody, like the organizers, everybody wants to like say something, and so that kind of slows the momentum. You got to be careful with that kind of thing.
Hey! Fuck guys!
You gotta love this city, man. I got a little nervous with that pause there for a second. I was like, I wonder what this guy's gonna say. But then he came through with the crowd favorite. But yeah, I've been pretty busy. I've been writing a lot. If you guys go over to Permanent Record, you can check out some of the stuff I've been doing. And if you're wondering like who this is, you were scrolling and you're like, what is this?
Power to the people!
This is Eric Levay. I'm a journalist and what's called an open source intelligence analyst. And right now I'm marching in downtown LA during the Ice Out for Good protest.
Who's street? Who's street? Who's street? Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck yeah! Fuck
Adam said Mamdani is actively defending NYC as a sanctuary city. We're building institutional strongholds. Yeah, it's a good comment, Adam. He has come in pretty strong. I don't envy that guy, you know. His job is going to be, the job is very difficult anyway. I think he's a tough guy. He's going to be fine. You can't please people in that kind of job. If you guys are fans of The Wire, there's a scene where the new mayor meets with a former mayor, and he tells him, what it's going to be like to be a mayor of a major city. And it kind of just tells him that. It's a great show. If you guys haven't watched The Wire, I hope you have. So yeah, I was mostly just posting a little earlier on Blue Sky. That's where most of my posting's been lately. Threads never really took off. It's just not that great. I'm not even going to get into the other platform where the platform that launched my career, which is now something very different. That platform is dead. I kind of question the intelligence of flying a drone above this thing, like assuming it's someone affiliated with the protests, which usually it is. That usually it's to capture like Instagram type footage. It's everyone's out in public, but these aren't normal times. That's not to me the best idea, but whatever. I would say there's not 1,000 people here. I would say maybe, but over 500, something in between. So apparently now I got an email from YouTube. There's a new way where you can go live both horizontally and vertically at the same time. I didn't really look through it too closely, but as you guys know, that's been kind of an issue because the horizontal feed looks better, but it's the vertical. Wait, I always get this wrong. It's the vertical that gets pushed out to more people, so you have to pick. This looks like a movie shoot. Anytime you see a Star Wagons trailer, it's some kind of film shoot. There's a bunch of people where they're shooting this, whatever this is, dressed like firefighters. But out here, you never know. Like there's been times where I was like, oh, there's like 15 cops, and then it's like, no, those are like movie actors. There is like an absurd quality to living out here.
Free water, free protein bars. If you want a water, if you want a protein bar. Yeah. Water,
But so yeah, you guys could subscribe here, or you can follow me on Blue Sky, or subscribe to my publication, which is called Permanent Record, where I write about neo-fascism, foreign intelligence, money laundering, sometimes just my opinions. Neo-fascism, by the way, is just a fancy word for saying now, right? So have adopted that philosophy, or whatever you want to call it, but are in the present day and may use the aesthetics or the imagery, that kind of thing, but are no different than most of the other ones. This is kind of cool though. I haven't been live for a while. It's like when you don't feel like you have to do it a lot, it's actually more fun. It's pretty peaceful. If you look at the top, I don't know if you guys can hear it, there's a helicopter up there. It's usually the police, but there's two helicopters. Sometimes it's a news crew, and then most of the time it's the police. They basically surveil all these protests and do God knows what else, you know. Surveillance is obviously like a huge thing in this society, and
that lady and the guy right back there.
To this day, I'll hear people say, well, I'm not doing anything wrong. What do I have to worry about? Like, how many times have you heard that from somebody? I assure you that's not true. A day may come where someone with bad intentions will use something against you that you weren't doing wrong. You know what I mean? Like, that's kind of what fascism is. Oh, you know what's cool? This is the starting line where I ran a race. I ran a 5K in October on the Day of the Dead, the holiday out here, and So the starting line was right here. It's pretty cool. That's what's kind of trippy about this city. It's like anywhere else. It's not limited to here, but you just walk around and so many things have happened in the same place. Adam said, Eric, have you seen John Attack's new book? Where he situates Scientology within a fascist conceptual genealogy. Sorry, Adam, my eyes are going out a little bit. No, I haven't, but I'd love to read that. Yeah, Scientology is like totally fascist, right? Like that's been, it's like the definition of it. When the leader of your organization can beat you into a pulp, and you're like one of the more powerful people, you're with fascists. I guess that's true of a lot of organizations too, though. So what's up with the Scientology stuff lately? I mean, I say that like I always kind of keep an eye on things, but you always got to be careful who you talk to. If you go to protest, never give an interview to somebody unless you have a good idea about who they are and kind of like, you know what I mean? You got to be really careful. You do not want to give an interview in the age that we're in now of very quick communication only to see it chopped up and ending up on TikTok or something, mischaracterizing yourself. Those kinds of people will show up a lot when things like this happen. Like most of them are in Minneapolis right now. So right here we're based. Okay, I'm like right here, and then I didn't know where we were. This is City Hall Park over here. That's Los Angeles City Hall. This is the LAPD headquarters right here. Over here, I think this might be part of the LAPD headquarters too. I actually don't know. I'm not sure. I don't think so. Oh, Department of Transportation. Okay. So now people are just marching. I wonder if they're marching towards the ICE facility is like right down there. It's called MDC. That's where a lot of protests end in this city. gonna tap out in a sec, guys. I have somewhere to be like a little bit later. Yeah. Oh, is that? I see a bunch of my friends. I'm not going to put them on camera, but they're a couple of like journalists. Funny. This was where, man, this was where on like No King's Day, all that violence happened. That was horrible. And when I say all that violence happened, I mean violence that happened to me while I was photographing that protest. This whole thing was like a shooting gallery. It was insane. It was horrible. It was absolutely horrible. That's what this country's become. They attack, activists. They attack reporters. That's the federal building, where if you saw images of like National Guard and protesters kind of like that, when all that was going on in No Kings, that's where it all happened, right there. That's awesome. Alright guys, I gotta tap out. Who knows, I might go live later. Otherwise, I appreciate you watching. You can subscribe to my Substack. It's free. It'll always be free. It's called Permanent Record. And you can follow me on Blue Sky if you want. It's Eric LeVay. Be safe out there.